Hi Gemini, which is Tvilling in Swedish. Welcome to my channel A New Era. My name is Emma and I'm Swedish, and so therefore I will jump a bit back and forth with the Swedish words to maybe clarify some things in English that I feel needs clarification. This is the second week of the readings, and I'm very happy to be up and running with this channel. And hopefully you got something out of it last week. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And let's see if there is something in it for you. I try to forget as much as I can. Really, I don't remember from last week what I received as a message. And I think that's a good thing because it means I'm just connecting with different Geminis at different weeks. So it's not the same as the same. That makes sense. And so let's see what tvillingar are up to this week with relationships. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say this in a kind way. Weird. It almost feels like you're a bit what do you say in English? Like you're a bit so in Swedish you would say inte manodepressiv, men vad heter inte borderline heller, snälla, vad heter det? Bipolar, and almost maybe a bit schizophrenic, like several personality disorder, like okay, so I'm gonna try to do my best and see why this comes out. First of all, it's just butterflies everywhere. And even though these cards are very like filled with animals, and it can be butterflies in almost every card, and that doesn't make a difference for me because it's not what stands out. Here they do. They're everywhere. So maybe you've seen a lot of butterflies, maybe the butterfly is very significant to you. And now hearing that there's a gazillion butterflies around you just makes so much sense to you. Like, oh, okay, wow, that's why. So I just want to point that out, gazillion butterflies. And there is something, and this is connected to the relationship. So the Geminis that I'm connecting with this week, I feel like there's a lot going on. And there's exes, and there's new people, and there's and you're sort of all over the place, like you don't really know what to make of it. Like, so why I say schizophrenic and why I say bipolar, and I don't take those like diagnoses easily, whatever you say. Like I don't mean to make fun of them in any way. It's just a very messy energy, and it's a very confusing energy for you. It's like, here's what it feels like. It felt like an hour ago I could not let go of my ex. An hour ago the ex and that relationship had me to my knees, and I was never gonna move on. Like, this is the person I want. An hour later it feels like, wow, hello, who are you? This feels new and fun and exciting, and ex who? Only to, when you have slept on it, be back thinking about your ex, feeling a bit miserable again. And then at nighttime, you're golden, like you're shiny, and hello, who are you? And why I say schizophrenic is because, okay, so to a schizophrenic person, we might say that a schizophrenic person or a multiple personality disorder. Like if they have blue eyes when they're one personality, they can really have green eyes if they turn into a different personality. And to them, they're not a version of it. They're not a, like, they're that person. They just shifted into that person. And I think this is a real thing. I think we could be much more like the character that we walk around with as actors do, when they put on a character, they're playing a character. I'd say that I play Emma. Like, I chose to play Emma in this life. And whatever I choose to put into this character and make myself evolve as is purely up to me. And just because I'm very like stuck in my ways, or maybe I have like old patterns that I can't break free from, it just feels like you are who you are. And I'd say yes, at the core level, as a spiritual being, yes, but as a personality, you can truly shift, and you actually do, hour to hour. And so you're not fixed in any way. And even though we call it a disorder, I would say that's the order. I would say personality order, because they have figured out, even though it has been maybe through trauma, maybe through whatever. I'm not going to delve too much into this topic. I just wanted to say, it feels like when you are back thinking about your ex, that's one version of you thinking about that person, and it's a real thing. When you are out having fun, maybe out partying, maybe doing things with just, even though it's a cup of coffee out with somebody, and that is and at that stage you feel golden, like you feel like another version, some would say. If they would say it's a personality disorder, they say now this person has taken on this version. It's not a version, you're not lying to yourself. It's not you try to avoid certain things by sticking your head in the sand. This is actually you playing out different versions. However metaphysical, weird that sounds maybe to some, this is what I feel like. I feel like, oh my God, I've been 4 people this week. That's what I feel like. And if you don't make yourself wrong about that, or if you don't make yourself feeling ashamed or guilty for your behavior, then you can even be 6 people this week. You can even like take that further, and you can even, from moment to moment, what do I feel the most now that I want to do or that I want to be, and then just follow that path or follow that version. You could truly explore some amazing things that it has nothing to do with the monogamous, stick to one person relationship, wants to walk down the aisle right now, like wants to du ska gifta dig just nu. That is not what I pick up on. And so for you guys, the Geminis that I'm connecting with, maybe that's just one person, that feels this way, that feels a bit schizophrenic, like who am I? What's going on? I feel that you're exploring the different dimensions right now. It's like you're not stuck in one dimension. You truly are walking through dimensions, and you're truly experiencing yourself and others through, whether it's from, I'd say, trauma as well, whether it's from you're just over stuff, whether it's from a bad breakup that I feel that we talked about last week, whether it's the same person that I'm connecting with now or not. This is what's going on with some of you, and it feels like you are truly experiencing things that people probably will walk through their whole life not ever coming close to. So it's a very unique situation, and it's sort of, it takes quite a person to have the guts to like years and years ago I started to practice like out of body experiences, and I fully committed to letting go of my body once, and literally it scared the out of me, and I could just never do it again. I have too much control issues, and I had a son at the time. I still have, but now I had two. But I had one son at the time, and I just felt like, what if I don't come back? Like, where's my body? I'm comparing this to this sort of feeling. It's like, and to this sort of exploration and to this sort of expansion of knowing thyself. Like, this is beyond three-dimensional. This is just cool. This is way cool, and I wish I sort of had the guts to do it. And I know that you would subscribe it to I'm just crazy, I don't know what's going on right now. And it's not like it's a choice for you, it's not in control for you, but it could be. This is an opening for stuff, and you're using relationships to explore it. That is fascinating. Just take a look at this. This is 3 different faces. That's what I got. There's the blue one, the avatar, and the purple one, and the gold one. And there's just 100 butterflies. Wow. Different reading. What am I going to call this? Okay, more maybe clarification for the Geminis. Wow. Okay, so usually I don't pay too much attention to what the card, like the text in the card, but I have to say what the card says. Illusion. And so to me, it just explains, it's just those two next to each other, like different personalities. It's just all an illusion. And I just feel like you're experiencing explosive realities right now. It's just so different from the typical normal reality. And I say, awesome, like, good for you. How fun. Maybe it doesn't feel fun, but it is fun. Start to looking at it as it is fun. And now you can start to make of it. Okay, wait. Right. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna try my best to just say what comes through now, because so if you can shift your personality like that, if you can shift into really feeling like you're different people, if you can manage to get a hold of how you're doing that, and actually you are doing that, so maybe not look into much, you might go crazy for real if you want to try to explain how that works. I just want to put out to you what comes through. If you can shift your personality like that, imagine what you can do with your relationships. If you can shift your reality, you are shifting. Imagine what you can do to your economy, what you can do with like if you want different numbers in your bank account, if you want, I can't think of anything right now, but you know what I mean. If you want a different body, if you want a different job, if you take, just as an actor, when a person portrays in one movie, they have one name, they have one set of family situation, they have one sort of job, blah blah blah, and one sort of hairdo. And then the other movie you see them in, they have a completely different look. They might be having a different family situation. They have a different job. If they were a prisoner in one and now they're a priest, because that's the opposite. In the next one, that's what I mean. If you start to portray your life the way that an actor would, and you seem to be already doing it, and it's not even for you to shift your money situation. You can already do it with your person. I'd say that's the toughest thing to do, because it's you and you take yourself with you everywhere you go. Imagine what you can do with your money. Imagine what you can do with just a true money. Gets nothing wrong with money, but imagine you can find your true life. You can find your the truest version of you that you would like. And maybe you don't even want to stick around there too long. Gemini seems to have so much on their plate. Like there seems to be so many balls up in the air at all times at the same time. So, okay, I'm over time. So I will leave you with that. This is definitely the most interesting reading ever. And I'm a bit jealous that you can do this, and it's inspiring for me. It really is inspiring for me. You're not crazy. You're trying out different things in your life right now that you didn't sit down and intend for this to happen. But now that you're experiencing it, if you can just put your guilt, it's something about putting your guilt and your shame and your craziness to the side and just think, how cool is this? And what can I do with this? How can I what do you say? How can I, oh shoot, I'm not going to find the word. How can I make the best of this situation? Was the word described in the sentence. Wow. Hope it resonated with some of you guys, and that I didn't lose all the subscribers that I have. If you liked it, please subscribe, and I hope to see you back next week. Bye, Geminis.